As a content creator, I see a lot of other content creators. I think the difference between me and other content creators is obviously my age. Ek is much ouer dan meeste van hulle. Ek is 43 jaar oud. Ek is al 10 jaar getroud al. En ek het 3 kinders. Baie van jou favorite content creators is in hulle 20s, miskien in hulle 30s. And obviously we have different drivers and different levels of maturity. Some might argue that I'm childish, but it is what it is. What I've noticed in a lot of content creators is they want to maintain this level of authenticity. Hulle noem dit authenticity. But in actual fact, wat hulle actually wil doen is hulle wil vloek en hulle wil rou wees en hulle wil onbeskof wees en sê wat hulle wil op hulle profiles. Right? And there's nothing wrong with it. You need to be your authentic self. But what they also do is they want to look down on content creators that try and protect their brand by not swearing as much, not trying to not be as controversial, trying to not follow the sensationalist strategy of gaining followers and views and all of that. And then they make it sound as if as jy nie vloekie en jy maak jy sulke content dan is jy nie authentic, jy sit aan. But on the same breath, they wonder why the opportunities is not coming in as fast and as quick as they expected, because businesses, companies, people that also have a brand to protect or a brand to think of, does not consider them for collaboration because they are authentic. Mos hulle vloek en hulle gaan te kere en hulle skree en hulle gaan aan op hulle profiles. So my advice to you as a content creator, you cannot toe the line. There is no gray area. You cannot have both sides. It is impossible. You can either be fully authentic, like you say, jy is 100% jouself, jy vloek, jy gaan te kere, jy skree op jou profile, jy touch op subjects wat normally mense nie wil op touch it, jy's controversial, jy doen al die. But then don't look at the other content creators that is protecting their brand and see the opportunities they are getting from businesses and get jealous. And ask yourself, why am I not getting that opportunity? Because yes, you will get opportunities. I can tell you now, with your authentic self, like you say. But it will never ever be as big as the ones that are trying to keep a clean profile, a clean brand, a clean persona. Because the big brands also have brands, their own brands that they've built over time. And they cannot associate themselves with you for obvious reasons. So, I always say this when I'm in conversations with content creators or anyone in the world. We all have freedom of choice. We can make any choices we want. What we cannot do is be free of the consequences of their choices. That is the one price we all pay. And yes, I've done it myself. I started out being extremely abrasive and ek het gevloek en te kere gegaan and 3 years, 4 years down the line, there will still be people that's going to remember that Cedric. And there are those that enjoy that Cedric and there are those that loathe that Cedric. So it is what it is. Right? And then there will always be people that's going to say, ja, maar jy het vir die vrou gesê so en sy was so onbeskof en sy was so onbeskof and whatever. And I have to take it. I have to accept it. And the opportunities that I lost because of that, I lost. So what can I do about it? I can decide, like I did, that listen, you know what, although that approach gets the best views, it gets the fastest growth, it gets the most engagement. When my goal is to monetize my profile, then I cannot use that as my strategy, because that is counterintuitive to monetization. Yes, you will get people that's going to occasionally call you and they like your rough persona and your screaming and your shouting and your swearing and your controversy. There's going to be people that love that, and there's going to be business owners that you resonate with that's going to say, ek wil hê jy moet my promote, even though they say, oh, wat vloek en te kere gaan. But I can tell you now, when you get very close to getting an opportunity that you really wanted and you lose it because of that authentic persona that you put out there, don't be bitter. Don't be upset. Don't ask why. Don't come for content creators that is keeping it above board so that they can get more opportunities. Don't do that. Don't question why your phone is not ringing as often as the next content creator. Because you're the one that created your brand. You're the one that positioned yourself in the market in such a way, which makes you marketable or non-marketable or any variation of the two. Because I also see some people that they look at other creators and they ask themselves, why isn't that company phoning me? Why isn't that company phoning me? But then they forget that just a month ago they were completely losing their shit on a live or on a video. And people Google you. I went for an interview last week and the company, they Googled me. It wasn't lucky for me. My brand is not that cemented in the market that when you Google me, all that comes up is negativity. You know? So I could speak to it. But it just drew attention again to the fact that you need to be very aware, but you also need to protect your brand. And if you feel that that is somehow compromising on your authenticity or you're not being yourself, then that's on you. But don't question why your phone is not ringing as much when things go quiet. When you know that you are still clearing out negativity, or you constantly have to explain yourself, or you constantly have to give context for what you're doing. Let me tell you, 90% of the time, you're not going to be given the opportunity to explain that one specific video where you were shouting everybody's pee. Because people watch that video and they look at themselves and they go, do I want to work with this guy? If this video comes up and it's associated with my brand, is people going to give me a chance to explain? So if you want to chill again, and I've said this a few times in this video, if you choose that route, that approach, don't question why other content creators are getting better opportunities than you. Go look at their profile and see why. So kan net so loose raak oor 'n vrou content creator wat pads promote, because sy wil ook pads promote. Sy het die tools om pads te promote. I hope this video gets taken with the light that it is given. It is advice, it's not my opinion. If you disagree, you disagree. But julle moet begin agter julle brands kyk. You are losing major opportunities because julle is mos authentic. I can tell you now, authentic doesn't pay the bills. You can be authentic in the real world, but you can filter what you put out there through your social media.